Hi YouTube, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. So far so good. I promised I would try and do a video every day until Christmas, and like day 2. We'll see how long I can keep this up. So besides being the second day of Vlogmas, today is also my birthday. Yay me. I'm one of those weird people that actually likes their birthday, because I do, so sorry if that's annoying. I know some people find it annoying. I don't love my birthday because I get gifts and that kind of thing, because I actually don't, and I don't want gifts, and I don't need gifts. Most of the time when I have a birthday, if I don't do a low-key thing, then I usually just go out. And I invite friends to come and join me, and we just kind of hang out and we drink and we eat and we talk and we enjoy each other's company. And that's what I enjoy on my birthday. This year I'm keeping it low-key. This year all I'm doing is I'm going to do my Christmas decorations, and then my friends are coming over, and they'll probably... we've kind of started this thing because I have cable TV and they don't, so I'm paying for cable TV. So when they come over to watch TV with me, they'll bring me food. So they bring me food and I give them TV to watch. It's a mutually beneficial agreement. And we've been doing this since my husband passed away, and it's like, I think it's for them has been a way to kind of check up on me and keep tabs on me and make sure I'm okay, and give me the company I need and everything. So it's just very, very sweet of them. But they always say, yeah, well, you got cable, so we'll pay for food. Okay. It's very cute. So that's, I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna keep it really low-key this year. I just really didn't feel like going out and doing wild and crazy stuff. Not that I ever do that wild and crazy. I usually go to my favorite restaurant, which is a place called Cafe Vino, where they're kind of a cafe during the day and a wine bar and tapas place at night. And my husband and I used to eat there a lot, especially when we were at the old house. For those of you who know that I've been in this house 4.5, almost 5 years now. And before that, I was still in the house that he had bought 15 years before, so he had been in his house for a long time. But it was a lot closer to this place called Cafe Vino. And when they opened, we just really loved the food, we loved the atmosphere, we loved the staff there. There's some of the original staff are still there, and so they always recognize me, and they're always sweet and everything. But we would eat there 3 or 4 times a week sometimes, which was a lot. But my husband was making a decent income at Intel and everything, so and it was a thing for him. I love to cook, and if you check my Instagram, I think I'm a pretty decent cook, but he just had a thing about eating at home. He liked to eat out all the time. So for pretty much the entirety of our relationship, we ate out like almost every night. Every now and again I could convince him to stay home and let me cook, but it was, maybe 4 or 5 times a year. In the summertime it was more often because he was happy to grill, which was kind of nice. But me and my tangents, right? I digress. So yes, birthdays. And that leads me to one of the things I want to talk about was how this channel got started. I started this channel 6 years ago, and the only reason I even started doing YouTube videos is I decided I wanted to do a countdown to my 40th birthday. That's what I was doing. I had no intention of vlogging or doing gaming videos or any of the stuff that I've posted over the years, because all I really wanted to do is do this video countdown and throw it up on YouTube, and that was going to be it. But I ended up having so much fun making those birthday videos that I just kind of kept going. Much to my husband's annoyance. He wasn't against me talking to cameras and posting videos on YouTube and that kind of thing, but the fact that whenever I wanted to sit down and make a video, if he was home, and I usually try to film when he wasn't home, but if he was home, I was like, well, honey, could you turn off the TV for like 15 minutes so I can talk to the camera? And he was always supremely annoyed by these things. So it's one of the reasons why I usually tried to film when he wasn't around. And I don't know if maybe that's a little part of why I've kind of had lost interest in doing videos because because he wasn't around, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to do. But anyway, I digress again. But yeah, so yeah, 6 years ago I had the idea of, gee, wouldn't it be nice when I get older I can go back and I can watch these videos of these memories. And so what I did is I did sort of a backwards countdown. So the first video, I'm trying to think, yes, the first video was filmed 39 days before my 40th birthday, and or maybe it was 40, yeah, it was 39 or 40 days before my birthday, and it's like, it started with my memories of when I was 1 year old. Obviously, the first 2-3 years of memories, so each day was supposed to be a memory from a year, a specific year, and I actually spent several weeks jotting down notes, like, okay, here's my 40 years, and what specific memories do I have from each year. Year 1 and 2 are memories that I was told by my grandmother who raised me, just because obviously I can't remember quite that far back. But starting with year 3, I actually started, you know, like I actually do remember all the way back to when I was 3 years old. Not everything, but I had enough memories, enough slices of memories, and there were a couple of things where I had to double check, okay, like I remember watching this TV show, or I remember doing yada yada, and you know, looking it up online, like, okay, what year would that have been, and fill in that slot. And I actually managed to come up with memories for every single year, all the way up until my 40th birthday. And then my 40th birthday was just a silly video where I kind of did this time lapse where I let people watch me put up my Christmas tree. I will not torture you with that this year, I promise. I will be putting up my Christmas tree. It'll probably be a couple of days from now where I'll post a video with all the decorations up and everything, and just kind of show you what I'm doing. Because I'm doing a little bit more than just a tree. Starting last year, I actually started doing a little bit more decorations. In years past, I usually didn't do a lot of decorating because, well, my husband, he really did not like Christmas, not at all. He was fine with the tree. He liked the light from the tree, had a nice ambiance, that kind of thing. So he was fine with having a tree. But anything else, and he was like, no, too much. So, and I used to always decorate a lot because I love Christmas. I know I'm an atheist, it's weird. People are like, you're an atheist, why do you like Christmas? Well, I love Christmas because of my grandmother, and I will probably make a whole nother video about that, because she actually did make the holidays really, really special for me as a kid. So that was always a good, that was a really good thing. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun just filming those videos, talking to the camera. And those 40 days of filming, when I first started, the very first video I ever made, I actually did a couple of vlogs just before I did the countdown video. I think I had, I split one video into 2 pieces, and I called it Childhood Memories, and it's like part 1, part 2. At the time I thought it was too long of a video, so I cut them to 10 minutes each. Nowadays I just keep it as all one chunk. I don't care how long it is, I'm just gonna keep talking. And I did that, and I did another video talking about my grandmother, and then was the countdown. And so the very first video, I remember being very, very self-conscious, like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm talking to this camera and it feels so weird and it feels so awkward, and like, and nowadays I just, you know, obviously if you watch my videos, I'm no longer nervous. I can sit here and I can just ramble on for however long it takes to get my thoughts across and everything. So those 40 days of filming, I actually became more and more comfortable every time. And I've now, at this point, I'm very used to hearing my own voice. I know that's always one thing that a lot of people will take note on the first time they ever record themselves, either just a tape recording or a video recording of themselves. And they hear their voice the first time, it's like, wait, who's that? Because we're not used to hearing how our voice sounds to other people. We're used to hearing how it sounds in our heads, and it echoes in our heads differently than it sounds to other people. So it does kind of sound really weird the first time you ever hear your own voice, but you get used to it. I can tell you this, if you've ever thought about making videos but you really can't stand the sound of your voice, which is a problem I had for a very long time, I got used to it. I did. Especially since I was doing my own editing with videos and everything. And I don't do anything really fancy with my editing. I really don't, as you can tell. But I did upgrade from, I used to use a Microsoft video editor. And I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a free editor that kind of comes with Windows, usually. Or you can just find it on the Microsoft website and download it, I think, was one option. I don't quite remember, but it was free. So I used to use that one. But one of the reasons why I ended up switching to, because I actually have owned the Adobe Creative Cloud suite for a very long time. So I've always had it. And it comes with one of the tools is Premiere Pro, which is the video editor. And one of the reasons I started using Premiere Pro for editing my videos instead of the Microsoft free tool is because the free tool didn't allow you to add layers of things. So sometimes I like to share photographs or other things that I layer on top of the video, and you can't do that with the free programs. At least none of the free programs that I had ever found, at least not at the time. There might be free programs out there now that allow you to do that, you know, but I own Premiere Pro. I have it on my computer. It's not going anywhere, so I might as well use that one. And it does a really good job in terms of, it makes it really, really easy in terms of syncing up the music that I have on the background playing and the other audio files and things, and slicing pieces out and stitching it back together if I need to, and all of the other various things that I've done with videos over the years. I used to do slightly more fancy, like transitions and that kind of thing, but eventually I just kind of get tired of it, and I was like, you know what, I can just stick to more basic, just keep it simple, and that's what I've been doing. And you know, since I'm just sitting here rambling, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm not doing walk around videos and vlogs and that kind of thing like a lot of people do. But one, I don't go places very often, and if I do, I'm just out grocery shopping or getting my nails done or that kind of thing. Oh yes, speaking of which, and since it's my birthday, I got special nails. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it's called a cat's eye look. With the it's a purple, but it's got this kind of light effect on the nail. And what they did was that once they put the nail polish on it, they have a special magnet that goes over it to do the effect. So I don't know if that shows up at all on camera, but it was really cool. So I splurged because it cost a little extra to get this effect done on my nails this year. But I was like, you know, why not? Let's just kind of go a little crazy. It's my birthday, and get fancier nails and things. I just always get my nails done. It's one of the things I like to do. And you know, obviously I've been wearing my hair a lot shorter, as I mentioned, and I dyed it purple. That's actually one thing that was kind of fun to do this year. Was it took me a long time to get purple. Purple is hard. The first time I did it, or attempted to get purple, I actually went to a salon. So yes, I was like, okay, fancy colors, I'm gonna go to a professional and have them do it. I ended up with a dark red auburn, like it was like slightly purplish red, but it was more red than purple. My hair just didn't take to it. I was like, great, fine. And they bleached and everything, but they just didn't, when they bleached it, they didn't get to blonde, they only got to orange. So I ended up looking like Donald Trump for like all of an hour. It was not a good look, let me tell you. And then they threw the purple in there, and it was just more of a reddish brown more than anything else. So that didn't work very well. And then, so I was like, okay, I just need to grow the hair out and try again. And about 12 weeks later, I went and I bought a kit just in the store, bleached my own hair, and tried. And that one, it was a L'Oreal Colorista, I think is the one I tried. And I'm sure it works for a lot of people, but it didn't work for me because I ended up trying two different kinds of purple like colors that they had, and I ended up with blue hair, which was interesting. was actually, what the weird thing is, so I did get my hair to a fairly decent blonde before I put the color in. So I had managed to strip out a lot of the brown from my hair. But then, once I got all the blonde, once I got the brown out and I put the purple in, I tried, like I said, I tried, there's two different colors. It was a lighter, kind of a lavender purple that I tried, and that ended up turning my hair brown with a little bit of blue. Like I ended up, like my scalp was like, I want to say Smurf blue. And the rest of my hair was kind of a dusky blue. And so it went from dusky blue to brown, and it just, it wasn't working for me. So I bleached that out. The colorista actually has a color removal formula, so I used that, stripped all the color out. Tried their darker purple color to pretty much similar effect. It was more purple than blue this time, but still my hair was mostly brown. And so that didn't work. So I stripped that color out. And I was like, this is getting ridiculous. Then I found a color called Splat. And it was specifically formulated for brunettes. It'll work for blonde too, but apparently you can be a brunette and use it and not have to bleach the color out. So I tried that and ta-da! It worked. So I've colored my hair 3 times with Splat now, and one bottle was since my hair is so short, one bottle was more than enough to reapply every 6 weeks. So I've had it for 12. I've had it in my hair for 13 weeks now. That's what the first time I colored it with the Splat. And the nice thing with it is, and the reason why I can reuse the bottle is because you're not like if you're at all used to box colors for hair color, what they do is they usually have 2 bottles, and you mix the 2 bottles together. There's a chemical reaction, and you shake it up, and the chemical reaction causes, you know, the hair color to do whatever it needs to in order to color your hair. Whatever is in the Splat hair color is pre-mixed. There is no chemical reaction that you're having to achieve before you put it in your hair, so you can reuse the bottle, which is great. I love it. So yeah, I've in one bottle, with my hair as short as it is, one bottle was enough for 3 different applications, so that was good. That saves me money, so thank you, Splat. I appreciate that. And no, I'm not being sponsored. No, I'm just mentioning them in case anyone's interested in getting purple hair. I think they have a purple, a blue, so it's a dark purple, a dark blue, or a dark red that they have for the one that's formulated for brunettes. So if you're at all interested, you know, I wouldn't mind having a sponsor, but no, I'm not being sponsored. Just as a disclaimer, right there. Okay, so I'm completely off the topic of birthdays now, aren't I? Yes, I am. But yeah, I do enjoy my birthday. I always have. Yes, I'm getting older. Yes, I'm feeling it. Yes, I'm feeling it. My arthritis is getting worse. The weird thing with my arthritis, so I've got it in my hands. I've got it, and the weirdest thing is it's mostly on my left side. So my shoulder, my left hip, my left knee are all affected, and both of my hands. The weirdest thing with my hands is, I mean, like I'll get flare-ups in different places, but the worst flare-ups are in my middle fingers. And no, I'm not trying to give anyone the finger, I swear. But it's in this joint right here, and in this joint right here. And I don't know why it's just those specific fingers at the moment that are being problematic. But it's annoying. It's annoying. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely starting to feel my advancing age. I mean, okay, I'm only 46. I mean, it's if you couldn't have figured that out 6 years ago, 40th birthday, etc. But yes, I'm only 46. But you know, I swear, some days I swear I'm still 15 or 25 or 35, and some days I swear I must be 85 or 95. I'm sure I'm not the only person to have experienced this, but in my brain, I don't know, there's some days I look back and I don't feel that much different than when I was 15 or 25. I really don't. I'm still me. I mean, I'm a more mature me, but I've always been really mature for my age. You know, I've always gotten the don't be so serious from people. So anyhow, but I am who I am, and this is me. I'm still, that's the thing, is like I'm 46, but I still like playing video games. I still like watching superheroes and cartoons, even though, you know, I do prefer more mature cartoons these days, specifically Japanese anime. That's another thing, is I'm starting to learn Japanese now. I took the month of November off because I was writing my novel, but I need to start getting back into that again, because I actually find the Japanese language is a lot of fun. It just is. Maybe I'll make a separate video about that if anyone's interested, because I still need to come up with video topics for 25 whole days. So I shouldn't spill everything in one single video, should I? Right? Good idea. All right. So I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna go enjoy my birthday, and thank you for joining me, and thank you for letting me ramble on yet again. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.